February 25th, 2023, the much-awaited 2023 general election was conducted, and on the early hour of 1st March 2023, Mahmood Yakubu, the INEC chairman, declared Senator Bola Tinubu the winner of the election, and he was returned elected.
Tinubu Bola Ahmed of the APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. Thank you.
After this declaration by INEC, there have been mixed reactions from concerned citizens, political parties, and international observers towards the outcome of the election, stating that the election was marred by reports of vote buying, voter intimidation, attacks on polling units in certain areas, and on punctual electoral officials, along with accusations of outright fraud, and also the failure to upload polling units results to the INEC result viewing portal, as previously assured would happen on election day. Citing further, political parties have rejected the result and the declaration of Bola Tinubu as winner of the controversial election, and that he, Bola Tinubu, despite securing the highest vote cast and securing 25% in more than 24 states, did not meet the full requirements of the law by failing to secure and meet the required 25% in FCT Abuja, the country seat of power, as enshrined in the constitution.
The results did not meet the minimum criteria of a transparent, free and fair election.
Is 25% in FCT Abuja really a requirement to meet before assuming the exalted position of the president? This fact will unravel the truth behind the much talked about section 134, 1 and 2 of the Constitution. The clauses in this part of the Constitution, especially the word "and," which was used before FCT, have thrown a lot of confusion amidst Nigerians, which have been debated by renowned erudite scholars across the country. Key facts you need to know concerning the much talked about scoring of 25% in FCT Abuja. Number 1, the President of Nigeria is elected using a modified 2-round system with up to 3 rounds. To be elected in the first round, a candidate must receive a plurality of the national vote cast and over 25% of the votes in at least 24 of the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. If no candidate passes this threshold, a second round is held between the top candidate and the candidate winning the second highest number of states. To win in the second round, a candidate must still receive the most votes nationally and over 25% of the votes in at least 24 of the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. If neither candidate passes this threshold, a third round is held where a simple majority of the national vote is required. With this constitutional provision, as earlier stated, you can see that emphasis was laid on the first 2 rounds, which is securing 25% in 24 states and the FCT. By this, the FCT requirement have emphasis in the first and the second round, and it must be taken into consideration. Number 2, since the return to democracy in 1999, Nigeria have conducted 7 general elections, and all the winners of each election, namely Olusegun Obasanjo, Haji Musa Yar'Adua, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and Muhammadu Buhari, have all scored 25% in FCT, except Bola Tinubu, who was unable to meet with this threshold. With this little back to history, we cannot see that each and every one of the past presidents earlier mentioned have all secured the 25% requirement in FCT because of its importance as one of the requirements to attaining the exalted seats. Number 3, the issue of FCT requirements have sparked a lot of reaction from political analysts from various parts of the country, on which majority of them insist that is the constitutional requirement to be declared winner of any presidential election. Number 4, in 2003, the Supreme Court upheld that candidates must win 25% vote in 24 states plus 25% in FCT in the case between Buhari and Obasanjo. With this, we can see that the clarity came from the Supreme Court ruling in a case involving Muhammadu Buhari of the then All Nigeria People's Party (ANPP) and Olusegun Obasanjo of the then People's Democratic Party on Friday, July 15, 2005. In this ruling, the Apex Court had upheld that presidential candidates must win 25% of all votes cast in 24 states and the Federal Capital Territory Abuja. This judgment only upheld the fact that the stated requirement is valid and recognized by law. A clear interpretation was, however, not given, as this was not part of the prayers of the case. Then, number 5, the word "and," which was used before FCT in the Constitution, is what must be clarified as to what it really means. A lot of lawyers and political analysts have tried to analyze this by their own logical reasoning. Some have even analyzed using university requirements. For example, FCT is like Maths and English in SSC exams. To get admission to the university, a candidate must score at least C in 6 subjects, including mathematics and English. Even if you score A in 9 subjects but add F in English and Maths, you are failed automatically. The admission board, by this, confers special status on mathematics and English, even though they are still subjects. By implication, same situation applies to 25% requirement. The FCT in this case have been given a special status. If you like the video you just watched, please kindly comment below. Kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more trending videos when we drop one.